Alright, here's just a quick explanation of how I grow my tomatoes down in the southeast. And these are all indeterminate tomatoes, which means they'll keep growing and putting fruit on as the season goes on, instead of growing to fixed height and then putting fruit on all at once. But anyway, you can see they're pretty tall, way taller than me, and I'm about 6 feet. But the most important thing I do is trellis them to get them up and out of away from the earth where mold, spores, and bacteria live. The easiest way I found to do this is I just put old PVC pipe on the edge of each of my beds. That way I can stick bamboo in there for trellising as needed. There's just a little guy wire with flagging to hold the bamboo in place. And then, it's kind of hard to see now because tomatoes are so grown, but there's wire that runs all the way to bamboo on the other side, also in PVC and held down with guy wire. And just to be cheap, made my guy wire stakes out of bamboo as well. And then at each plant, I stick another bamboo stake in the ground, and it's attached to the wire. This year I actually let my plants grow into 3 main leads, so I put a couple extra bamboos. But anyway, once you get those bamboos attached to the wire, it's just as simple as tying off the bamboo plant, the tomato plant to the bamboo as it grows up. You can kind of see that. Here's a better view. Started at the ground, let it split into 2 main leads. This one gets tied to one bamboo, this one gets tied to another. You'll see I just have little ties as it goes all the way up. And that's pretty much it. You'll also notice I don't let them branch out too much. This one's the same way. Let it split to a couple leads. Each lead goes up. Then in the morning when I do my checks and I see something like this, so we have a main lead, a leaf, and a new shoot coming out from between the leaves, I'll just, if it's small, break that off. Now it's gone. If it's a little bigger, I'll prune it off. And that just keeps them spaced out. Make sure the leaves aren't too clustered together, which helps reduce spread of disease and gets a little more sunlight to the fruit. Some other checks I'll do is I'll check on my tomatoes in bags. So I just put these mesh bags over them to keep birds and bugs out. Just check their ripeness, so I'll probably pick those tomorrow. I check fruit that weren't ripened, such as these green zebras. They're starting to get color. They actually stay greenish yellow, so they're almost ripe, so I need to bag those up before the birds get them. Do some yellow pears. So again, I'll bag all these up, pick any ripe fruit. I also check the underside of leaves for eggs, which I don't see any today. You're looking for stink bug eggs, caterpillar eggs. And then I'll check the fruit and branches for little things like these stink bugs. When I see them, well, it's hard to do with the camera. When I see them, I knock them into a cup of soapy water. And about once a week, I will retie the trellises. That's a little hard now that they're taller than me. It's been a good year for tomatoes, so I did not expect them to get this tall. They're probably like 9 feet or so. So I'm kind of slacking on pruning the upper edges and trellising it, but whenever I get my own place and have my own garden, I'll probably make a giant arch so they can grow up and over and back down the other side. Because for now, I'm just letting them cascade back down, but that does put your leaves in close proximity to each other and helps encourage disease spread. Some other things I do is look for branches like this, that's some bug damage. Look on the underside for caterpillars. I don't see any, but there's got to be one around here somewhere, so I'll keep an eye on that. And I also look for diseased leaves like down here. So that leaf will get trimmed off. I'll do that all right now, but I don't need to show you how to do it on the video. So hope this helps and you can grow some awesome tomatoes. Just for the record, it's June 17th, so most people in Florida, their tomatoes are dying. These plants have been grown for a couple months now, and they're still going strong, just starting to get signs of disease, which honestly is inevitable in Florida. Last quick tip, so I planted these in this bed this year. Because disease is such an issue, I will plant them probably in a different bed next year, and that helps